Hey guys, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a long overdue creator update. And no, that was not clickbait. This will be our final creator update on this channel. And I'm sharing with you guys the 5 things I wish I had known when I started my YouTube journey. And I'm really glad that you're here. So if this is your first time joining me, hey, I'm Jen, and it is very nice to meet you. I have this little YouTube channel where on the main channel, which is where we are right now, I talk predominantly about Disney. And then I have a second channel called Joyful Living with Jen Lefforge that's only been around since July, where I talk about pretty much everything else in my life. And when I first started this main channel 18 months ago, I started doing monthly creator updates. And if you are brave enough, I'm not sure I am, you could go right here and you can watch my monthly updates. And my first update, I think I had like 23 subscribers, and you can actually see my progression through the monetization process, through watching the channel grow, through getting those watch hours up, all of the things that I had to do to get me where I am right now. Now, let me tell you, I am not a huge YouTube channel. In fact, by all measure, I am still a very small channel, but I am very proud of the fact that this is now what I do for a living. It's not a full-time job income. It's more like a part-time job income, but for right now in my life, that's what I want. And I have learned a ton in the last 18 months. And in YouTube life, 18 months is really like 20 years in a regular career. I'm exaggerating, but only maybe by a little bit. But before I dive into that, the reason this is the last creator update on this channel, I will be moving creator updates over to the Joyful Living channel. There's just a lot that I want to share with you guys. I want to be able to start doing more specific videos about things like how to leverage social media, time management. So if those are the kinds of things you're interested in, please go and subscribe to the other channel. My hope is to start doing the creator updates over there on a monthly basis. And I'm really excited to have those kind of more specific on individual topics, and I can't wait to see you over there. So I want to dive right in. This is actually the second time I have done this video. The first time I filmed it, it was 25 minutes long. I went back and rewatched it. I started to edit. I was like, you know what? I just talked way too much. I need to get this more concise and precise. So we're going to work on not 25 minutes. But as I've done for every other creator update, I'm going to really briefly go over my numbers. For this, the main channel, we are now at almost, and it may have happened by the time I put this video up, 9,000 subscribers, which completely blows me away. Keep in mind, my 1-year stretch goal for the channel was 1,000 subscribers. So to be at almost 18 months and 9,000 is a little mind-blowing. We have had almost 1 million views. I have uploaded 277 videos, which y'all, that's just a lot of hard work. And my average view duration over here has stayed about 6 minutes and 49 seconds. That has stayed consistent literally since day one. So apparently people only want to listen to me talk for 7 minutes. On the second channel, I have 1,500 subscribers. I have 20 uploads over there. I have 20,000 views, and my average view duration is 7 minutes and 14 seconds. Very happy with that channel. It's really been a great place for me to be a little more creative, to dive into some other topics that I'm interested in, but still allow my Disney people to have just Disney content on this main channel. So anyway, that has been a really interesting journey, and I do hope to do a whole video just on that over on my secondary channel. So when I first started, I had no idea what I was doing. I knew nothing. So I was really at the mercy of all of these other channels on YouTube that share how to do this craft. And this is sort of by way of my paying it forward, but also I just want to be super encouraging for those of us that are just kind of normal. I don't have 1 million subscribers. I'm not one of those people that, you know, you'll see the videos with the thumbnails, get 1 million views in 5 months or, you know, whatever the case may be. That ain't here. My channel has been very slow growing as far as by YouTube standards. I have just plugged away, and these are the things that I wish I'd known. Number 1, decide when you start where you want to go. And I think for a lot of us, myself included, and I think I even say this in my first few videos, I wasn't really honest with myself about the fact that I did want to see this become a business. I did want to see this become a way that I could earn my living, and I absolutely wanted this to be a professional venture. I think it is sort of easier to say, especially to friends and family in our real lives, that this is just a hobby, because then if nobody watches and it doesn't work out, we can say, oh, it was just a hobby anyway. I would encourage you, and if you don't want to say it publicly, you certainly don't have to, but at least be honest with yourself about what do you really want? Because I'll be honest, I wanted this to be successful, and I wanted to gather the tools that I needed, and I wanted to learn everything I needed to learn so that I could start well. I think if you're not honest with yourself and you act like it's just a hobby, that will show in your work. If, however, you hope to be viewed as a professional in this realm, whatever it is that means in the YouTube world, then you'll put forth that effort from day one. So just be honest. If you just want to do it as a hobby, there is nothing in the world wrong with that. In fact, I love that YouTube can be a creative expression. And the only way you're going to be continued to be motivated to do it is if you love it, whether you hope to make money at it or not. But if you do hope to see it become a business, treat it like a business. Do a business plan. Have a mission statement. Think through, where do you want to see yourself in 6 months, in a year, in 5 years, even 10 years, if YouTube is even around in 10 years. Really treat it as a business from day one, and that's something I wish I had done. Number 2, set up your tools right away. Now, I do have 3 subscription tools that I use. TubeBuddy, which I plan on doing a whole separate video about, but I adore TubeBuddy. They have, I have an affiliate link for them, so I'll put that in the description below, but I think Rising Star is the promo code if you have less than 1,000 subscribers. Amazing company, amazing people, super user-friendly, and from a 49-year-old that didn't know anything about YouTube, it has been amazing for me. So definitely recommend TubeBuddy. I use Canva, and I actually just upgraded to their paid version to make my thumbnails. I don't care how much YouTube says they have a thumbnail generator. You really do want to be doing something like, whether you use PicMonkey or Canva, they have templates all set up, and the paid version actually has an option called Resize, which I have been loving for Pinterest and Instagram. So definitely check out Canva. And then the third thing I pay money for every month is Epidemic Sound. This is less important if you're not like a travel vlogger or someone who has to worry about there being a lot of potential copyrighted music in the background, but my music is a very big deal to me, and I tired of the free music that's available very quickly, and I love that I have a full music library available to me with Epidemic Sound. So get your tools in place early. Number 3, and this, I just told you to spend money. Now I'm going to tell you not to spend money. Don't spend a lot of money on equipment until you're sure this is something that you want to do long term. And even then, really think about how necessary the equipment is. The feedback that I have gotten overwhelmingly from my very faithful subscribers is if they can hear me and they can see me, they're good. So don't put a lot of pressure on yourself to have this like perfect picture or perfect lighting and spend thousands of dollars. I would say do at least 20 uploads, have a base of work under your belt before you decide if you're going to move forward. And then even if that equipment is necessary then. Now my one caveat to that would be if you are a travel vlogger and you're vlogging on your phone or on a camera, I definitely would consider some kind of stabilization, whether that's a tripod or a gimbal. But the one thing that will keep people from watching your content is if the camera is really shaky. They want to like you, they just can't watch it if it's really shaky. So that is the one thing I would spend money on. But don't go buying a $3,000 camera and $500 in lighting when you're not even sure this is something you're going to want to do or that you will be successful at. If people are going to love your content, they will love it as long as they can hear you and as long as they can see you. So that make that like your quality control. And then maybe later on down the road, you can spend some money. It really makes me cringe when I see people that are just starting, spending a lot of money. You don't have to. There are plenty of YouTubers that have started and have continued to be extremely successful just using their iPhones. So don't spend a lot of money. Number 4, find friends. I have talked about this in the other creator updates, but you guys, I cannot tell you how important my YouTube community is to me. Some of them I met through Twitter, some of them I met through Instagram. A lot of them I met because I just really admired their channels. And when I was just starting out, I would reach out and I would ask questions, and I would really authentically engage with their content. Reach out to channels that are a little bit bigger than you and see if they want to collaborate, because typically their audience might be the same as your audience. Or as I just told someone that I reached out to do a collaboration with, I think our audiences would be best friends. Develop those relationships, because it's not only going to help you professionally and it's going to help you grow your channel, but YouTube can be a very isolating thing, and you can truly feel very discouraged and very alone. And having that group of people that can celebrate you when the big things happen and can also help encourage you on the discouraging days, it's worth its weight in gold. And you're going to do the same thing for them. And who doesn't need work friends, right? Cindy from A Midlife Girl, that I just reached out to do a collaboration on the other channel, reached out to her. We have developed such a sweet relationship. And I love that we can just say, hey, this weird thing just happened. Can you help me with this? There's just been a lot of people like that, a lot of whom are now my friends in real life. So definitely find yourself some YouTube friends. Number 5, be incredibly patient. I kind of knew that YouTube was a slow growing medium, but I didn't understand the ebb and flows of it. I didn't understand that one month I might get 600 new subscribers and the next month I might get 20. And honestly, that's normal. It's not an indication that your content is garbage. It just means that people are busy. September, or actually August, was a horrible month for me. September is starting to improve. I think that's because a lot of my audience had kids going back to school and they just didn't have time to watch YouTube videos. So you really can't take it personally when things are doing this, because that's just the way it works. You can't take it personally when you gain 5 subscribers but you've lost 10. You have to be patient and look at it as a long game. This is not an overnight success situation for the vast majority of us. There are always those people that are going to have that viral video that hits and all of a sudden they're a YouTube sensation. I have kind of done it the old-fashioned way, just sort of plugged along, because I've got almost 1 million views, but my best watched video, and it's my best watched by a lot, only has, I think, 120,000 views. Most of my videos get between 1,000 and 2,000 views, and I just keep putting them out. I keep trying to improve, but if I was impatient, I would have quit a long time ago. This is not the place for you if you can't play the long game, and I hope that you'll stick with it. But if you don't want to stick with it, maybe YouTube isn't for you, because I would say it's not for everybody. And just keep in mind that about 99%, I think, is the statistic of people drop out in less than 1 year of being a YouTube creator, and it's because it's incredibly slow growing and you have to be incredibly patient. So think about your goals. My new long-term goal is I would love to get to 100,000 subscribers. I don't know if I can do that, but I'm going to keep working towards it. And I understand that may very well take me 5 years or longer, but I'm going to continue to reinvent myself, to learn, to make new friends, and just try to do this to the best of my ability. Because, it's no fun to not try your best. I mean, that's what I told my kids. I think that's true. And then number 6 is a bonus. I told you there would only be 5, but there's actually a bonus. Don't be afraid to take breaks. When I first started, I thought consistency, consistency, consistency. I thought if I took a break, it would be the death knell of my YouTube channel. And the truth is, it's like anything else. You've got to take a break every once in a while. And for you, maybe that's a break to just focus on other avenues in your life. Maybe it's a break to go on a trip and actually have something to talk about when you get back. Maybe it's a break like I just took in order to, to get one of my sons moved into a new apartment for college. We all lead lives, and no one understands that better than your viewers. So if you communicate well, go on and use that community tab. A lot of us have a lot of our viewers are on Instagram. Talk to them. Say, hey guys, I need a break. Be honest. They love that. And there has been plenty of studies that have shown that you actually don't lose subscribers because you take a week off. Everybody understands you have a life. And I think if you don't take that time off, you really run the risk of getting burned out, of quitting YouTube altogether, and not being able to achieve those goals and dreams that you really have for yourself. I hope that this has encouraged you on your journey, and that no matter what it is you're doing today, that you're finding joy. Be good to each other, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.